Now, before this video starts, I would like to say that this is all based on opinion, not based on fact, and that this is a very different video from what I post on my channel, so please keep it civil, and hopefully you guys can still stay around to watch this video. I worked really hard on it, so please be civil, be greater, be yourself, and I will see you guys in the next video. Alright guys, peace, and I love you. Spider-Man PS4 changed my life. Spider-Man has literally been my favorite superhero ever since I was a little kid, so when I heard that Insomniac was making an all-new Spider-Man experience for the PS4, I just simply had to get my hands on that game. So myself and a friend went to E3 2017, I believe, and we were in line to play the demo for Spider-Man. My hype was very high, but after the recent iterations of the webhead were massive disappointments in the gaming sphere, you can kind of tell that my hype was a little bit, toned down going into it. But when I got to play the demo, oh my god, guys. And then when I was playing the game, I literally said out loud, "This is Spider-Man." So after playing the demo over and over at E3, after I left, that's all I thought about was Spider-Man for the PlayStation. I was so ready for this game to come out. So $60 and a year later, I finally got my hands on Insomniac's Spider-Man, and I have to say, this is by far the greatest Spider-Man game that has ever been made. I just relate more to this Peter Parker from this iteration of Spider-Man. Like his struggles he has to go through, and to see his mentor, Otto Octavius, go from a loving, kind person who's been nice to Peter, who just wants to change the world, into a revenge-driven maniac that just wants to kill Norman Osborn. It's just such a heartbreaking tale to see unfold on screen, and you feel for the guy. You want to root for him. And I haven't felt like that since Spider-Man 2 in 2004. Okay, now let's move on to the web swinging. In my opinion, what every Spider-Man game lives or dies by. The traversal in this game is fantastic, it's phenomenal. The best ever since Spider-Man 2 way back in the day. The web does attach to buildings, which is a plus, and the tricks you can do is fun as hell, and the momentum you get after you swing and dive from buildings, and then go back into another swing. It feels amazing. From just jumping off of a building into a freeform dive, or web zipping across the map, you can really get some speed going with the system of the web swinging. The more you play, the better you get, and I love that it's fluid and it seems right for Spider-Man. Even down to Spider-Man's movements in his dismount of his swings. They are very methodical, very calculated in his swings and his movements. You feel as though you are behind that mask. Again, cliche as it sounds, yes, it does feel like you are Spider-Man, but that's what I love about this game. Spider-Man in this game, he represents the best part of me. And this game really does show that, because I can relate to him. I really can, with Peter Parker making decisions that have really bad consequences later on, to his failing relationship with his ex-girlfriend Mary Jane. You really become invested with the characters and the story that it tells. This story, it keeps you invested from beginning to the end, and by the end I was literally in tears, and every time I play this game, which is a lot, I cry each and every single time. Because it grips you and it sits you down for a emotional Spider-Man tale, and there are certain parts where it does slow down. The Mary Jane and Miles Morales stealth missions, but we do not speak about those. Anyway, so how did Spider-Man PS4 change my life? Well, way back in the day, I was very depressed and lonely, and I had thoughts of unaliving and stuff like that. I always turned to Spider-Man for comfort, so when I saw that he was getting a very brand new game for the PS4, I had to keep going because Peter Parker, Spider-Man doesn't give up, so I couldn't either. So when that happened, I picked up the game and I played it, and I felt hopeful for the first time in a long time, because that's what Spider-Man does to me. He brings me hope, and that's why I love Spider-Man so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I sure had a lot of fun making it. This is something different than what's usually on my channel, but I hope you guys like it. Let me know what Spider-Man means to you in the comment section down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Be greater, be yourself, and I will see you all later. Alright, I love you.